Good morning everyone. So today we will be discussing about closure. So in the previous slide I have already been discussed about some important terms of brick masonry. What do you mean by masonry? What do you mean by brick masonry? What do you mean by lap, bed joint, header, stretcher, arrays, frog? I have already been discussed with you. So today we will be discussing about closure. So what do you mean by closure? It is the portion of a brick cut in such a manner that its one long face remains uncut. It is known as closure. So while constructing any of our brick masonry or any of our building walls, so while we are placing the brick and the one long face remains uncut, that is known as closure brick. So there are four types of closure brick. First is queen closure, king closure, bevel closure and mitred closure. So in the queen closure, it is the portion of a brick which is obtained by cutting a brick lengthwise into two portions. This is known as half queen closure. It can also be made from the two quarter bricks is known as quarter queen closure. Okay. So you can see here the images of, this is one of the full brick images, and this is known as, these two images are of the queen closure images. Okay. So you can see here in the queen closure, half queen closure, the brick has been obtained by cutting the brick into lengthwise or in two portions. This is known as half queen closure. And this brick, it can also be made from the two quarter bricks. It is known as quarter closure. Okay. So we can say that this is known as quarter queen closure. And the next one, that is king closure. It is the portion of the brick obtained by cutting off the triangular piece between the center of one end and the center of one side. This is known as king closure. You can see here the images I have already been shown here. This portion of the brick which is left out, this is known as king closure. And how this brick has been obtained? This portion of the brick has been obtained by cutting of the triangular piece. This has been a triangular piece. It has been cut between the center of width and the center of the length, and we get this portion of the brick. This is known as king closure. Okay. So next, that is beveled closure. So what do you mean by beveled closure? It is the portion of a brick in which the whole length of the brick is beveled for maintaining half width at one end and full width at the other. Okay. So we can see here the images. This portion of the brick is known as beveled closure brick. And how we will get this portion of the brick? So it is a portion of a brick in which whole length of the brick is been cut. Okay. Whole length of the brick is been cut and the width, half width has been cut. So it is of a triangular portion. So if we cut this brick and this brick has been left out, this is known as bevel closure brick. So last one, that is mitred closure. This is obtained by cutting a triangular portion of the brick through its width and making at an angle 45 to 60 degree with the length of the brick. This is known as, this images you can see here, this is known as mitred closure. And this angle, while we are cutting a brick, this angle, it is of a 45 to 60 degree. And while cutting this is of a triangular portion, this portion we get is, that is known as mitred closure. How we will got this portion? Okay. So we will cut the length of part, its half, and the breadth part, its full part. Okay. So while cutting this is of a triangular portion. While cutting this portion is left out. This is known as mitred closure. And while cutting, it is of an angle of 45 to 60 degree. Okay. So this is all about what are the types of a closure. And next we will be reading about batt. The portion of the brick that is cut across the width, it is known as batt. You can see here, this is known as batt. Okay. The portion of the brick that is cut across its width is known as batt. What do you mean by half batt? When the length of the batt is equal to the half length of the original brick. This is known as half bat. This is one of the, you can see here, this is one of the images of the half bat. When the length of the bat is equal to the half length of the original brick, this is known as half bat. Okay. So next, that is one 3/4 bat. So what do you mean by 3/4 bat? When the length of the bat is equal to the 3/4 of the length of the original brick, this is known as 3/4 bat. Okay, you can see here, this is the images of the 3/4 bat, and the length of the bat is equal to the 3/4 of the length of the original brick. Okay, so we can say it as 3/4 bat. And the next one we will be reading about, that is bull nose. What do you mean by bull nose? A bull nose brick is a type of a brick that has one or more or one or some of its corners rounded up. It is known as bull nose. These are typically used to build soft and attractive curved edges to steps, ledges, etc. So we can say that this is of these images, it is of a bull nose images. In this image, you can see here the one of or some of the corners, it has been rounded up. Okay, you can see here this corners has been rounded up. This is known as bull nose. Okay, and it is mainly, it can be mainly, it is used in mainly steps, ledges, or any of our attractive, to look attractive any of our buildings. So this bull nose brick, it has been used. So last one, that is cow nose. Cow nose means it is also called as double bull nose. It has both corners of the brick rounded off at one of the ends. You can see here, this is one of the images of the cow nose. It is this two corners, it has been rounded off. This is known as cow nose. Okay, and this you can see here, this is one corner, it has been rounded up. This is known as bull nose, and these two corners have been rounded up. This is known as double bull nose, or we can say it as cow nose. Okay. So next we will be reading about what are the bonds in the brick masonry. So there are 4 types of bonds in the brick masonry. First is stretcher bond, header bond, English bond, and Flemish bond. Okay. So you can see, you have already been seen in your construction of walls. Mainly these images, it have been shown in your walls. Okay. And first we will be reading about stretcher bond. So what do you mean by stretcher bond? I have already been told about the stretcher. Okay. As all of us know, stretcher means it is a long face of our brick. Okay. And stretcher also known as, it is a long face of the brick, and in the brick size, that is 190 into 90 into 90. From this brick size, we take it as 190 into 90 mm face as a stretcher. Okay. And in the stretcher bond masonry, all the bricks are arranged in the stretcher courses. As you can see in the figure, here you can see this, it is a long face of the brick that has been arranged or that has been placed here. Okay. This is known as stretcher bond. It is the elevation part, and this you can see it as a plan. Okay. And this you can see in the bond masonry, all the bricks have been arranged in the stretcher courses. You can see here, this is the length part or the longer face of the brick. This is known as stretcher courses, or you can say it as stretcher bond. It is known as the long face of our brick. So next one is, that is header bond. As I have told you, header bond means is the width part and is the shorter face of the brick. So header bond, it is known as shorter face of the brick as shown in the elevation part. In the header bond brick masonry, all the bricks are arranged in the header courses. You can see here the images I have already shown here. The elevation part, the header course, this is the header course which is the shorter face of the brick. Okay. Or it is the width of the brick, and it is the elevation part, and in the plan part you can see here, this is the header bond. Okay. The bricks have all been arranged in the header courses. This is known as header bond. So next, that is isometric view of the stretcher bond and header bond. You can see here, this is the stretcher bond, the long faces have been kept, and this is the header bond where the shorter faces of the brick have been placed. Okay. So this is known as isometric view of the stretcher bond and the header bond. So in the next slide, we'll be discussing about Inglis bond and the Flemish bond. Thank you.